What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Cullination Media, bringing you the very next episode of Battle Spot Live 6v6. And today's episode is number 2. Last time we had one victory because we only had one match because it's the 6v6 and they take a lot longer. So we're only going to be having one battle per episode most of the time, unless the battle just goes by so fast, then I might throw in a bonus battle. But for the most part, it's going to be probably about 20 minutes, if not a little bit longer than that, each time around. So with that being said, before we get into today's challenge, I'd like to remind you guys, if you have not done so already, please show some support to the channel and the series by clicking the thumbs up button right below this video. Of course, if you dislike, feel free to dislike the video as well. Leave that thumbs down, and then go in the comment section and tell me how I can improve, or what specifically you didn't like, so that's, you know, I'm making sure that I'm hearing your concerns, and that's the only way that I can make sure that I don't do those things in the future, or fix it so that you'll like it. That kind of thing. Now today we are bringing the same team we brought last time, and how it's going to work is normally on the other Battle Spot videos I will bring the same team 3 days in a row, or 3 episodes in a row. I'm only going to do 2 for this because it's 6v6, so you're going to see almost every Pokemon in every battle. Pretty much. Not always. I mean, sometimes, you know, if we win very handily, we might not have that. We might have Pokemon that just don't get into the battle, but I think 2 and then changing it up afterwards and just changing the team, not necessarily the whole team, but just switching things up a little bit just to keep it interesting is a better idea than having 3 episodes in a row with the exact same Pokemon. So with that being said, this is our second episode with this team. We've got offensive Blissey with Charge Beam and Hyper Voice and all that good stuff. Offensive Sceptile as well, which did not get into the battle last time around. We've got Flame Charge Flareon. We've got offensive Mamoswine. It's also carrying the Stealth Rock, so that could be useful. We've got specially defensive Empoleon and physically defensive Weezing, and this team did pretty well last time around. I have to say, I'm very happy with how the team performed. We got a 3-0, I believe. It was a very close match, and it was it was Hack City. There was crits. The hacks was on both sides. Definitely on both sides. There was Paras on T-Bolts, there was crits, special D-drops on Shadow Balls. There had to be at least 4 crits in that match, and it was a 20-minute match, so that's just crazy. Our opponent here is Austin from Texas. Interesting. Alright, so he's bringing Muck, Crawdaunt, Gyarados, Clefable Gengar, and a Donphan. So one thing that's interesting that I didn't think about before was that because there's no items allowed in this meta, we will not be seeing any Megas, which means no Mega Kangaskhan, no Mega Gengar, no Mega Lucario. Thank goodness for that, because I can't stand seeing them. I really can't. It just gets old. That's one of my biggest peeves of Battle Spot. So it's great that they have this meta, so if people don't want to go up against those types of things, you can change things up a little bit. And in fact, I guarantee you, we probably will never see a Kangaskhan. Probably we won't see it at all, which is actually really funny. The irony. Now, I do see a Rapid Spin user on my opponent's team, so I'm not going to worry about setting up rocks right away. I don't see anything that's weak to it other than Gyarados. So the rocks aren't as much of a necessity as they were in the previous battle where Talonflame was there, and yeah, it was just a good idea to get them up. Because he had 3 Pokemon weak to rocks last time. I'm really hanging on that last match, and it's because I just recorded it. I just finished. With that being said, the Donphan may lead off to set up rocks of his own, so I kind of want to lead off with Sceptile, because Sceptile can handle that. So let's do that. Let's do that. Well, actually, I mean, Weezing might be a better matchup because I can't be hit by Earthquake, and then I can Willow it, but I already chose my Pokemon, so we're starting off with Sceptile. That's just what it is. Just what it is. Sceptile's really good. I'm so excited for the Ruby and Sapphire remakes to get Mega Sceptile. I'm so pumped for that. Mega Metagross was just announced too, so that is a thing. That is the thing. Tough Claws, just, oh my goodness, it's going to be a monster. It's going to be like Mega Kangaskhan all over again, almost. Almost. So we're starting off against Crawdaunt here, and there's no Focus Sash, so you're probably going to have to switch. You're probably going to have to switch here. So I kind of want to just Giga Drain. I mean, I could Leaf Storm, but I don't see any reason to do that. We're going to go for a Giga Drain. I feel like that's our better play. He's not going to leave this Crawdaunt in here to just die, because the only thing he can do is Aqua Jet me, and that's not going to do much. I mean, I know he gets adaptability and all that stuff, but it's not going to do that much at all. So, we will see what my opponent wants to go into. The Gengar will resist, the Giga Drain, but I don't know if he'll want to switch that in and have it take damage like that. Donphan is not coming in. Even if it has the Sturdy, he's not going to just bring it in like that. Gyarados, I don't know. I don't know. It'll be a neutral hit if he's predicting a Grass-type move, which he should be. So, yeah, he's actually just going to stay in and sacrifice the Crawdaunt because I guess he just really didn't have a switch into the Sceptile. Sceptile kind of poops on his team. So, with that Aqua Jet, we're going to get all that HP back due to Giga Drain. Sceptile taking out a massive threat right at the beginning of this match, and I'm just very happy about that because Flareon does not like Crawdaunt. So that is definitely one of Flareon's checks out of the way. Unfortunately, a lot of my opponent's team just kind of poops on Flareon. Gyarados really does a number to it, and then we also have, what else? What else am I thinking of? Donphan. Flareon can't do much to Donphan at all, and it gets one-shotted by an Earthquake. Sludge Bomb is most likely coming our way, I'm guessing, by the fact that this freaking Gengar just came in here. So we can go into Empoleon, or we can go into Blissey. Because I should be able to take a hit with either of those. If he goes with a Sludge Bomb, I mean, I can go into Empoleon and just not take any damage at all, which would be great. Absolutely great. And then I can set up a Scald, perhaps. Huh. I mean, that would do okay damage to a Gengar. He might have T-Bolt that would do a decent amount to me. Blissey can't do a whole lot because I can't freaking... Yeah, and there's still Donphan around, so Charge Beaming is not going to do a whole lot of good. So we're going into the Empoleon, predicting a Sludge Bomb, and at the very least, we are specially defensive, so we should be able to take any hit that this thing wants to throw our way. Should be. That's the key word. There's the Shadow Balls, which is a good play. Good play. And that does an okay amount of damage. No special D-drops, so we have a choice here. We actually could set up Rocks for that Gyarados, just to weaken it a little bit and get some prior damage going, and I kind of want to do that because we should be able to set up, if he doesn't have the T-Bolt, we should be able to set up Rocks and then get another attack off, unless he gets a special D-drop. Because look at that damage, that really didn't do that much at all. Especially defensive Empoleon is nothing to laugh at. Really isn't. It really, really is not, and that'll force him to come in with the Donphan at some point and try to Rapid Spin. If it's carrying the Rapid Spin, which I would think that it would be. I would think that it would be. Yeah, you know what? We're going to set up the Rocks because my team doesn't really like Gyarados. So if we can get some help with that, even if that's really its only use, that's worth it to me. That is absolutely worth it. So let's go for the Stealth Rock. He does have the T-Bolt, so we're going to have to switch out after this because that's going to be a 2-hit KO. And I don't necessarily want to just give up Gengar, or not Gengar, Empoleon at this point. It is at a low HP, but just sacrificing it is silly. That is just silliness. That is just silliness. I'm kind of thinking that Blissey's the better choice here. Because what do I really have to switch in? I can switch into Mamoswine on the T-Bolt, but if he goes for the Shadow Ball, it's going to hurt. That is going to hurt. You know what? No. We're going to get a safe switch in. I'm going to stay in here with the Empoleon. I'm not going to risk any of that nonsense. I'm not going to risk any of that nonsense. We'll go for a Scald. I don't really need Empoleon for much in this battle, so that's what we're doing. He's going to go for the Substitute, perhaps predicting the switch, which is not a bad play at all, so I'm happy we stayed in. Going for the Scald. That will break his sub. I kind of wish I went for the Roar, to be perfectly honest with you. Now he's probably going to T-Bolt. Now he's probably going to T-Bolt, so we could get away with a free switch into Mamoswine, but I'm not going to do that because Gengar still outspeeds. We can't finish it off with an Ice Shard. We're not Life Orb. And even if we were, I don't know if that would be enough to finish off a Gengar from like 75% health. So what I'm going to do is actually Roar, in the off chance that he subs again. Now he's going to T-Bolt, so that is a dead Empoleon, and that is the thing. But at least we have Rocks up. So like I said, at the worst case scenario is that the Donphan comes in right after this Gengar, and then it has to waste a turn spinning them away. So that is a thing. That is indeed a thing. Now, I really don't have much for this Gengar. I really do not. I kind of have to just go into Mamoswine and Icicle Crash it. But I have to take a Shadow Ball, and that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt. I don't know that he has the Sludge Bomb. We've seen Substitute, we've seen Shadow Ball, we've seen T-Bolt. He might have Dazzling Gleam. Do I risk it, though, and just have Sceptile go down? I don't think so. Not with that Donphan around. Mamoswine, we don't need as much. Sceptile is kind of important, so we're going to go into the Mamoswine here. That may be a huge mistake. It may be a huge mistake. But that's what we're doing. That is what we are doing right now. So let's go for the Icicle Crash. We need it to connect. Above everything. Above everything, you need to connect. Please don't have the Giga Drain. I just thought about that. No Giga Drain. Giga Drain Gengar, no. No, 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 no. Switch out. Switch out into Gyarados. Get the Intimidate off. That's what you want to do. You know you want to do that. I mean, it's not like I'm going for the EQ, so you're not going to, like, levitate over that. But, yeah, no Giga Drain, no Giga Drain, no Will-O-Wisp either. He's probably Disable. Substitute and Disable Gengar is a thing. That's what I run on mine, because it's pretty freaking amazing. Pretty freaking amazing. I just realized that this Gengar is actually shiny, isn't it? It's shiny and it doesn't look any different than the normal model. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that. I know my opponent is very concerned with my opinion on his shiny sprites, or shiny models, so... Sorry to say. Sorry to say, I don't like it. It's taking a long time to decide his move here. And he's going to go for the T-Bolt, predicting me to double switch, I guess. Or that was a misclick, and he's really just punching himself all over the place right now. Just all over his body, just punching himself. That's what I do when I misclick. That's right, bodily abuse. Self-inflicted. Alright, what is he going to go into? I don't know. I'm guessing the Gyarados. No, Donphan. Why are you going into Donphan? What are you going to do? Rapid Spin? He's going to take some rocks damage, which means you don't have Sturdy anymore, Donphan. You don't have your Sturdy. What are you going to do when Sturdy comes for you? Except it's not coming for you because you don't have it anymore, so nana. Icicle Crash, it is. We outspeed. I don't know if that's going to one-shot because Donphan is super thick on the physical side. We shall see. We shall see. Oh no, he survives. And he flinches. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Mamoswine is a hacks machine. That is ridiculous. If he was going for the Rapid Spin, I kind of feel bad about that. That kind of sucks. Kind of sucks. That's not what I like to see. But we're not going to dwell on it. We're not going to dwell on it. I've made that mistake before. I just dwell on hacks, and I know you guys don't like that. Or some of you don't like that. Some of you think it's funny. Some of you don't like it. So you know what? I don't know. We're just going to Ice Jar to get rid of this thing. That's what it comes down to. So Donphan goes down without being able to do anything. So if I was Life Orb, that Icicle Crash would have taken that Donphan out. And actually, we may have been able to take it out if we got max damage. I'm not sure, unless that was max damage. It also depends on the spread of the Donphan, so there's a lot of things at play there, but it's interesting to speculate. So I think what is he, down 3 Pokemon now, or is he down 4 Pokemon? The Gyarados is coming in. It is shiny like most of his Pokemon. I don't think all of his Pokemon were. I don't think the Crawdon was, but he's down 3 Pokemon. He's got the Crawdon, Gengar, and the Donphan that are down right now. And he gets the Intimidate off, so that is a thing. He's probably going to go for either a Dragon Dance or a Water-type move. Either way, I'm thinking Blissey here. Or not Blissey. What? Yeah, switching Blissey on a Gyarados. Alright. Alright. After saying that, I am not allowed to ever call anyone stupid ever again. Not that I just call people stupid, but... Yeah. Alright, I meant wheezing. That is what I meant to say. But apparently, I really like Blissey. I really want Blissey to do something in this match. So... yeah, so we're going into the Weezing. He's going to go for the Dragon Dance. We are going to either T-Bolt or Willow. What is our best option? We need to think here. We need to think long and hard. Long and hard. I think with the T-Bolt... I think T-Bolt is our better option. Willow has a chance to miss. T-Bolt is 4 times super effective. The Gyarados might just live because, I mean, it's a non-stab move from a Weezing. It's probably not going to kill. And we should be able to pick it off afterwards with an Ice Shard. So, if Weezing goes down, so be it. That's what I'm thinking. Why risk the Willow miss when you don't have to? Because that's just an unnecessary risk. So, with that being said, we're going to go for a T-Bolt. And we can always Pain Split, too, if it really came down to it. And he's going to taunt us, predicting the Willow, so I'm glad I went for the T-Bolt. Thank you for playing safe. Haha! Taunt is actually a great move to have on a Gyarados because it does prevent you from getting burned if you can outspeed your opponent. But T-Bolt actually just one-shots this Gyarados. So he's probably like, what? Honestly, T-Bolt on a Weezing, are you serious? Yep, I'm serious. I'm serious. In comes the muck, and we can willow this thing because it wants to curse up. I don't really care. I don't really care. You're gonna be burned. You're not gonna like that. And I'm not really upset about it. I'm not gonna lose sleep over you being upset about willowing. Oh yeah, I'm taunted. Why am I stupid? Why am I stupid? Alright. I don't know what that voice was, by the way. That was my I feel like an idiot right now voice, I guess, because I was all like, haha, I'm gonna willow you, you're gonna be burned, na 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 na. And I'm an idiot because I was taunted. Literally the last turn, like less than 60 seconds ago, I was taunted, and I'm like, oh, Will-O-Wisp time. Hells yeah, okay. Okay, we can go into Mamoswine and Earthquake this thing. We can do that. What else can I do? What else can I do to it other than burn it? But I can't because I just can't. I just can't right now. Flareon doesn't do much to it. Blisty doesn't do much to it. Sceptile doesn't do much to it. Alright, we're going into Mamoswine. If he goes for an Ice Punch, that might do something. I don't think he's going to go for a Poison-type stab. He might just go for a Curse. He might just go for a Curse right here. No, minimum. No. No. No, 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 no. We are not doing that right now. No. No. EQ, hit. Hit. Okay, 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 we're good. We are good. We are good. That is a dead muck. Okay. Phew, I'm sweating. I was like, this muck is gonna sweep me right now after one minimize. Oh my goodness, I cannot stand minimize. That is the... just don't even get me started. I'm not going to just say a bunch of stuff about it, but I just don't even get me started on it. In comes the Clefable. And what do I have to take this on? Let's see. Fairy type. I don't have stab on Weezing, which is a little bit silly, but I feel like the fire and electric coverage actually just works better for what it has to take on. Because we didn't have the T-Ball, for example, we had Sludge Bomb or something, then that Gyarados would probably just poop on us because it was going to taunt us and it just would have been a bad time. So with that being said, I really don't have much for this thing. Flareon actually could take it on. So I'm guessing this might also be like Cosmic Power, Minimize, Soft-Boiled shenanigans. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. And it could be Magic Guard too, so even if we get a status condition on it, it could be a problem. We're going to go for the EQ, though. We're not going to speculate too much because it's 5-1 right now. So we're just going to EQ all over the place. And, wow, yeah, it's Cosmic Power. He can't T-Wave us, though. He cannot T-Wave. So he's probably going to Soft-Boiled, I'm guessing. We're going to go for another EQ. It's not going to be enough to take this thing out. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. And, no, he goes for the Moonlight. This is, no. He could potentially just sweep my team here. I don't have any moves that are super effective on it. I don't have any setup Pokemon either. Other than Flareon, but I don't, like, raise my attack with that, so... that is a thing. I'm not happy about that. I'm not happy about that. He could very easily go for another Cosmic Power. I almost want to just go for Hacks right now and go for an Icicle Crash to try to flinch him. But I feel like if I do that, the Hacks gods are going to poop on my face by having Icicle Crash miss. I really feel like that's going to happen, but I don't see another option. Earthquake is not going to kill in any universe, so we're going for the Icicle Crash. Wow, Icicle Crash connects. Can we get a flinch? I cannot believe I'm hoping for Hacks right now, but I literally am. I seriously am. Now he's going to go for Moonlight again. But we basically need to get... we basically need to get... that. Yes, that. We basically need to get a flinch to be able to do anything. Actually, I had the Iron Tail on Flareon now that I think about it. Oh, maybe we can go into that and do some damage. Icicle Crash connects again, and we get a flinch. Okay, okay. Can EQ take it out? Can it take it out? We're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it. Come on. I don't think it will. We're gonna try. Yes, it does. Oh my goodness, the Hacks gods are on my side. He went for a Minimize, and I still hit my EQ, and then we get the flinch the second time around. Was it the second time or the first time? I don't know. I think it was the second time. We went for the Icicle Crash, and that was the second flinch we got in this episode, or in that match, or I guess both, since it was the same thing. Whew, okay, that was a close match. It ended up still being a 5-0, I believe. But it went 20 minutes, so it was not by any means a one-sided match. I was very scared there at the end with the minimize and the cosmic power stuff. That was not going to be pretty. If he managed to take out my Mamoswine, though, I did have the Flareon with the Iron Tail. I know Iron Miss basically with 75% accuracy, but I really didn't have anything else to take on that Clefable with. And if it was Magic Guard instead of Unaware, there would be nothing that I could do to stop it. Nothing I could do. So, well, we saw 3 of its moves. What did that Clefable have? It had Moonlight, it had Cosmic Power, and Moon Blast. And its other move could have very well have been T-Wave. So maybe it didn't have the Minimize. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, well, with that being said, that brings the record to 2-0 in 6v6 here on Battle Spot. So we're doing okay. Next time we'll bring a different team. I'll change things up a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to switch out the entire team. But I'll switch it up just a little bit, just so we get some fresh faces and some variety in there, and we're not watching the same Pokemon every single time. So that is going to be that, and I want to thank you all for watching. As always, if you haven't done so already, make sure that you show some support to the channel in the series if you can by leaving a rating on the video, leaving a comment, anything that you want to do to show support. I seriously do appreciate it. I really, really do. All the small things, honestly, they help way more than you would think. Way more than you would think. So with that being said, that is it for this time, and I will see you all for the next episode. But until then, game on.